Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new video. And this week on the Magic Roundabout we have got a Dinky Toys Studebaker. I think it's called a Land Cruiser, this one. When we get on the bench I'll have a look at the number. This is seriously play worn. No tyres, bent axles. This was sent in by David Yates. Thank you, David. Much appreciated. As you watch it go around for a minute, I'd just like to thank all my new subscribers and welcome back to my old ones, old faithfuls. Thanks very much for sticking with me. Another year done nearly. So anyway, that being said, if anyone else wants to ask me a question, you can email me. My email address is in the About section on the YouTube channel. Just click on it and my email address there. Pop me an email and I'll answer it as best I can. Or if you just want to say hello, feel free. Okay then, let's get this off the Magic Roundabout and onto the bench and we'll have a look at it. Okay then, let's have a look at it then. Right, let's have a look. Dinky Toys Studebaker. England, Meccano. So it's quite an old one, this one. The number, I think, is 172. Looks like it. It's just under the back axle, in the front axle there. 172. Yeah, so we've got a bit of a bend in that one. That one's okay. So I'm going to drill this out. There's no interior, no glass in this one. But the reason I picked this one is going to be tricky, this one. I think Dinky did 4 versions of this. There's 2 in straightforward plain colours. I think it's green, one green and one blue. And they did 2 types of two-tone. This one comes up and over there to about halfway down that rear guard and then shoots uphill to roughly about halfway along that light. And in there and down there and on the back, I think it comes along the edge and in there. So this will be an interesting one to mask up, especially getting around this little bit here. And the other one they did was as normal at the top. So where they found this too difficult for the girls to paint these, or the ladies, when they did it in the factory, I don't know, and they changed it to an easier one, because I know they put a thing over the top and they just brush it over, because you can see if you look at some of the ones, the mint condition ones and new what haven't been touched or play worn, you'll see that in that bit there it doesn't actually follow the curve round. It cuts it across at some point and you can see where the overspray is. So they must have just put a cap on and sprayed round it. So we'll try and tidy that up a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Get this base drilled out and then we'll see it from there. That's got the base off. So a quick shufty. Yeah, just drilled it out. There's, like I say, there's no interior, no windows, so it's just plain and simple. I drilled out the posts. What I've done here was I had to go and straighten out the front axle, which is cool now. It's all good. So these are painted hubs, so they're going in the stripper, and they'll be okay. All right, I'm going to take them off. I don't have to. Yeah, I've straightened out 1 or 2 bits. It's not rocket science. Just get a pair of pliers on there and move things around a little bit. Yeah. So we're all good to go. There's a little bit of a twist in there. Excuse me, look at that, my nail varnish, look. I've been painting a bit of British racing green. So yeah, we're all good to go. You have to straighten these out here. That uprights are a bit bent. You can pull it away, you can see it's better now. So we're okay. And she rolls. Right, so it's stripping time. We're going to get this stripped, shall we? Okay then, caustic soda time on the studebaker. Kettle's boiled. Get some water. Oh, hang on. Keep forgetting, got to put this on. Kettle's boiled, so let's get some water in. There we go. Some in the other one. I've got something else going in the back here. I'll fill that up as well. Woo. Right. This should be somewhere near the last of the caustic. Going in. Here we go, here we go. Get more filter needs cleaning out, don't you? We've got enough, one more in there, I think. And that'll be it. The lot. Gone. Finito. Yeah, as always, these old dinkies, straight off, no messing. Brilliant. There you go, look at that. All off. All off. Matter of minutes. Matter of minutes. Look at the base, so that normally takes a little bit longer. The hubs have come clean anyway. Well done. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. Excellent. Good stuff. Right. I'll catch you when I've rinsed them off and whatever while willing. Right then, here she is. I'll just, excuse me, tongue-tied. Just oh God, just reminding myself where the masking line was. I took a picture. There is slight variations in these masking lines. According to the book, they did two sorts. One line above the door handles, and one line below the door handles. But the one below the door handle hits the corner of here. There. Not a wavy line. Just I'm holding it in my fingertips. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll go across the bottom of there, and we'll kick up there, and we'll go along the edge of that whatever you call it, wing, and along there, meet about halfway. Anyway, that's for another part of the video. Let's get the old wizard on the go. We'll see what she comes out like. Let's do the front grille. It's got a nice grill on there, look. Nice, isn't it? These are the new ones, so I'm going to get covered in bloody spikes with this. And I've got my woolly jumper on as well. That's not going to help, is it? I think it's cold here today. Not as cold as some people's countries, but for us Brits, it's cold. There we go. Well, everybody's getting ready for the festivities, such as they are going to be this year. Yeah. Got that to come up nice and clean, isn't it? There you go. Big old Land Cruiser. Tell you what, I bet it's expensive to run over here, one of these. Well, it's 12 days before Christmas, so Saturday it will be. Well, Monday's actually, but I'm going to put my tree up this weekend. Dig it out its box. Oh, we have got a lump. We have got a lump. See that? Excuse me, not the camera. There it is, look. Got to sort that out. Can't leave that in. Can't leave that in, boys. Can't leave that in. Right. That's the front looking nice and clean. Let's do a little bit. What we got? 3 minutes. I'll do another little bit here. I don't like to take too long on each section because unless it's something interesting, otherwise it gets boring watching somebody wire wheel for 10 minutes. I know you boys are eager to get to the end and see the outcome, but sometimes it's interesting to people who are new to the hobby. There you go. Right. Can't see it right there. There you go. Not too bad, casting wise. There's, I think there's 1 or 2 small casting lines. One going across there. If you can see that. Yeah. Might get rid of that one. Same the other side. Right. Let me crack on with this then. So that's the base. So you bugger off and I'll catch me back in a minute. That's it then. All polished up, cleaned up, got rid of the lump, that's gone. So I've just given it a methylated spirits bath, so that's why I'm not touching it. The same with the base and the hubs. These are going to be painted hubs anyway, so that's fine. So next is going to be grey primer. I'm going to use etching primer because I'm going two-tone. I found what I'm going to do in the future. I found it does work. I'm not saying I can use ordinary primer, not a problem, but to help myself a little bit, I'm using etching primer when I do two tones. It just gives that a little bit extra bite, so the primer don't lift off or anything else. It's just my way of trying different things, so I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to prime this. I'm going to paint it the cream because it is like a cream and red. It's supposed to be magenta. Well, I haven't got any magenta and I can't get any in the rattle can, so it's going to be as red and cream. So it's supposed to be magenta and cream, but it's going to be red and cream. Okay, so I'll prime it, paint it the single colour, and then we'll come back and we'll look at the masking. Here we are then, masking time. Now, it's all dry now. Okay, I've done one side. I'll normally just try and do one side just to get the feel of it, to see that how we're going to get on with it. Just below the door handles, That's a good line for me. I mean, I know Dinky did one above the door handles and they did one below. So I've done this one just below door handles, as you can see, if it will focus. I've done it in that position. I could have gone lower, but it gave me a good straight line across the top of that back wing and across here to about halfway down that, quarter way down that light there. Look, it'll end there, and this will all be the red in here and across there. And I took it to that light, the light frame. I don't know if you can see that from here. I mean, to have a look at my focus for you. There's the frame under the back light is there, so I've took that to the edge of there for you. So that's where we are with that one. So I've cut a length of tape here. I'll just get it up and I'll show you. All right. This is going to be awkward for me to do, looking over the top of the camera here. Right, so I'll get it sort of roughly the door handles there where I want it. Just touch it lightly so you can take your hand away. Just bring that roughly there. This is the important bit, is getting along that back wing. You want it just on the edge as it curves over. It's not the easiest thing to see because it's painted in like a cream colour. It's going down a bit there, isn't it? So we'll come up a bit. Like I say, there's a bit of faffing about. Yeah, it's got a slight curve to it. So we'll try and get over there. Might have to bring that middle bit up a bit in a minute. Right, okay. We lift that. Just have that touching somewhere. It's about right there. Yeah, I'll say that's about right there. Apologies if I keep going out of shot. I think we can safely say, well, look at this back now. Just on the edge of that nub. This can come up slightly to about there. Take your time. It's not a race. And I think, in all fairness, that will just about do it. Yeah, it does slope down a bit, same as this one. That's following the rear wing. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. So, and I want to nip it just, let me check, just by that light there. So I just, sharp knife, Just rock it and pull that out. That should give you a half decent line then. Okay. Same with the front. Carefully not to scratch your paintwork, obviously. Go right up to the headlight. There. Okay. We're done. Do a little trim in there. Get your cocktail stick. Start flattening out the edges. These door ridges, got to get them flat in between, because if you don't, the paint will get underneath. Some people, they use lacquer, clear coat, to seal the edges of the tape down. It's your own personal preference. It's your own choice. So I'm not going to tell you to do one or the other. Those sort of things are best found out for yourself. If you do it, you don't like it, don't do it again. If you do it and you like it, carry on. Right, okay, that's pretty much down. Just check the edges of the tape, because this is not the best quality tape. This is not Tamiya tape. It's a copy. So just have to check the edges, because sometimes you'll get rough edges. Right. Okay, so next off, finish that off with, I got the old Frog sensitive tape. This is the sensitive one. So I use this one. Get it on. Get it on. Get it on. Get it on. Boom, boom, boom. Run that down there. Right, there you go then. Basically, that's what it's going to be like. So I'm going to trim this off around here. Okay, you don't need to see me to do that. You can do that. It's not rocket science. And then we'll get it painted. And we'll get back to you when it's painted and lacquered. Cheery bye. Chocks away. Right then. Change of plan. Previously, you saw me masking off for the two-tone. I got the cream down, done the two-tone. Yeah, it came off all right. Not a problem. But I kept looking at it, and I just didn't like it. Really, really didn't like it. I was never a great lover of these done in two-tone. I know Dinky did two different types of two-tone, one above the door handle, one below the door handle. But I've seen them in books, and I've seen them in reference sections. I've seen them on the go, and it just didn't appeal to me. I know Dinky did it to attract children, to make it more attractive to children. I agree with that. And it's, you know, a children's toy at the end of the day. I know they did one in blue and they did one in green, in plain. But when I did this two-tone, I just, you know, when you see something and you just can't get your head around it. It just didn't look right. The body shape, the way it was, it just didn't look right for this car. So I went back onto Google images of the real car, and to be honest with you, I couldn't find many two-tone ones. I found them with a different colour roof, but I couldn't find them anywhere near what Dinky had done. And I know the purists will probably slate me for this, but I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. So I've gone with the all red. Yeah. I'm going to go all red. I'm going to chrome up the front and the bumpers and stuff. I made a little start on the butt, actually. Going to chrome it up, and I'm going to put some, and I've done the base, and I'm going to put, and I put white tyres on it. I chromed out the hubs, and I think it's going to look a lot better, personally. But you'll see when it's finished, but I think it's going to look a lot better. With the chrome handles all chromed out of the front, I think it's going to look better. See what you think when it's finished anyway. So, next stage, detail painting. We'll catch you then. Detail painting time on the Land Cruiser. The old Studebaker. Got me a bit of paint in my plastic tray. Got a brush. And we'll give it a go. I'll be sort of trying to lean around the camera or whatever. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that, chaps. I had an important phone call, so I had to take that. And I'll put it on speakerphone when I carried on painting the details on the front of this bumper. So apologies for that. Yeah, I'm getting the details done on the front here. Slowly but surely. Yeah, there's a lot of bits and pieces to get in between on this, if you can see. There's these little teeth things come down here, so I'm just gently working my way in between these. Yeah. So it's quite a complicated grill. There's quite a lot of bits and pieces on this grill. There is. Trying to keep it nice and smooth without any paint runs or paint lines or whatever you call it. Brush marks, boy, brush marks. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of little teeth marks along there, and they've got this bit here to do, that to do, lights. So yeah, it's quite a busy grill. So we're getting on with that in a minute. Here we are. Well, this video should be going out Wednesday. Yeah, so that'll be the day before Christmas Eve. So I hope everybody's ready, and your respective governments haven't stopped you from visiting anybody as yet. No, it's a bit of a pain. Right, let me carry on with this off camera. It'll be a lot quicker, okay? And I'll come back to you when it's all finished, yeah? Okay then, details are painted on this one. You can see that focus or something. I put a bit of black infill in the grill there. Lights on. It's got a nice shine to it, look. Down the back. Lights, bumper. There's a big boot lifting up thing there. So I've done that. Yeah, I think it's pretty good in the red. Pretty good as well. There's a lot of chrome on the front and back of these things. A lot. Chromed hubs, white tyres. I went that way around. So we're going to stick this together now. So we'll get this upside down. Get that the right way up. This is that way. Stick her in there. Get a bit of super duper duper through the old tube. Bit in there. Bit in there. All right. Where are they? What have we done with them? There they go. And tweezers. Come on, bloody hell. I did it a minute ago. See, these are quite strong, these tweezers. Oh, you idiot. They do go in. I've just had them in. There you go, that's one. Because I can't find my long tweezers at the minute. These are short, stubby ones, and they're quite hard to hold together. There you go. Right, we're in. Right then, we'll see this on the magic roundabout in a couple of seconds. This is what we started with. Old Dinky's Studebaker. Seriously play worn. No tyres. And here we are, all finished. Here we go then, all finished. Dinky Toys Studebaker Land Cruiser. It should have been two-tone. Like I said earlier in the video, I just didn't like it. Just did not like it. I masked it off, it looked good. You know, for the masking, it didn't bleed off or anything, but I just didn't like it. When I finished it, took the tape off, I thought, nah, it looks rubbish. I wasn't a great lover of it in the original form when Dinky did it. If you look at the catalogues, it just don't seem right. So, a quick look on Google Images. There's a lot of Studebakers on Google Images, all different types. And, you know, I had a job to find this one. But, so I decided to do this in red, in single colour. I stick some white tyres on it. There's plenty of these kicking about, so if I really wanted to, I could do another one in the right colours, but I don't think I ever will. So, front grille painted up. I put a bit of, what do you call it, black wash in between. Bottom there. There's lots of different configurations of lights and bumpers, front bumpers on these Studebakers as well. So, done the best I can. What images I could see. So, hope you like it. And this is going out on Wednesday, so hopefully Christmas Day, my Christmas video will be coming up Christmas Day at some point in the morning. Okay, so I hope you look forward to that and you tune in to have a look and see what you think of it. So I'll all see you on Christmas Day. Bye for now.